welcome to Game and Read Checkpoint.
First things first, the announcement of our next discussion video. Our theme will be Fixing the Past, and so we are focusing on time travel with the book 11/22/63 by Stephen King. And Aaron will be playing the game Time Splitters 2, which was a multi-console game for GameCube, PS2, and Xbox, I believe.
And now on to what we're reading and playing. Since our last Checkpoint video, I finished Revival by Stephen King. It was a Stephen King novel, which means I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Because I love Stephen King. Did you do that to all of them? Almost all of them.
Wow.
11/22/63 got 5 out of 5. So I finished that book. It was a lot of fun. I also finished Ella Enchanted and the Phantom Tollbooth, both for my #TBT book edition post over on the website, gameandread.com. I really loved those books. I loved them as kids. I loved them as an adult. They were fun. And then I also finished Spectacle, The Astonishing Life of Ota Benga by Pamela Newkirk. This book is about an African man named Ota Benga who belonged to the Pygmies of the Congo, and it tells his story of being brought over to the United States. He was displayed in the Brooklyn Zoo for a time, and there's a whole lot of drama that happened, and it is a really interesting book. It wasn't the best. I didn't love it. I'm glad I read it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. It was pretty good.
Was it like a creative nonfiction, or was it just straight nonfiction?
It was a creative-y nonfiction. She sets it up so she gives you channels into all these different aspects of what was going on in the time period, in the region, in the different people that Ota Benga interacted with. And so while that was helpful, it was a lot of information, and sometimes I just didn't care about the rabbit hole we were going down on.
Okay.
But she clearly did a ton of research, a ton of work. I do think it's a really important story, and it was a good read.
Cool.
I last time said that I was listening to Rabid on audiobook, and I have cast that to the side. Womp womp. I tried. I really wanted to get into it. It was a really interesting premise, but I didn't ever find myself wanting to listen to more, which for me is a sign that I need to move on.
You weren't so excited you were foaming at the mouth?
Nope. Oh, Peter.
Rabies jokes.
So that is a did not finish, my first did not finish of the year.
It was an audiobook too, wow. Must have been really boring.
I think the narrator's voice was just not interesting enough to captivate me.
Oh.
So
I'm gonna look up who that was.
So I did not finish that, but I am currently reading A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. This was one of the best books of last year, according to millions of different people. Everyone I've talked to has loved it. My mom is awesome and bought me a copy and sent it, so
Shout out to our #1 fan.
I picked it up and I started it, and I'm about 70 pages in and already love it. So I am working through that. It's a big, hefty book. And that's what I'm reading.
Cool. I have played some things, not as much as I would have liked to. The past 2 weeks have been, I keep thinking about I'd really like to play something, and then I either don't know what I want to do at the time, or I just have other stuff to do. It's been a little crazy for me. However, I am still playing Ni no Kuni. I'm going to finish that game. I still love it. I just have not had enough time to have a good few long playing days where I can just get through 5 hours of it. So I'm doing little pieces here and there, going through a couple of bosses or whatever, and just very slowly progressing the story. But I still love it. I still think I'm gonna give it close to 5 stars when it's done, but I gotta get to the end first. Other things I've been playing, I played Octodad, the Dadless Sketch.
So much fun.
I should say we played Octodad because we played the co-op mode on the Wii U where up to four friends can control different limbs of Octodad as he tries to blend into society.
And we did play it with 4 people.
Yeah, so if you don't know what Octodad
crazy.
is, basically it's a little bit like Quap in that it's like very hard controls over each individual limb. You're an octopus who's disguised himself as a father and a normal human, and you're just trying to blend in and make sure that you can keep your family together.
And you have this crazy French chef who's like trying to come and out you as an octopus.
There's a chef who's certain you're an octopus and he's trying to get at you. It's really actually a fairly cute game. It got a little glitchy at times on the Wii U just because there was one thing that kept spawning like new things, and at a certain point it just got overloaded in this one room, so everything was like, no frame rate.
And when
other
you
than that, it ran
with the
fine on the
and
Wii U. And I thought it was definitely worth it. It was really fun to play with a few friends. It only took about, maybe 4 hours of actually playing the game to get through it, but then you can go back to each individual part of the story and try it again, try it on your own, play the roulette mode where like every minute it changes who's controlling which part. So I think we need to go back and try it again sometime, but I thought it was really fun. Yes. I'd probably give it, on just pure enjoyment, around a 4. On like, if you're calling it a great game and throwing it up next to a more critical thing, probably more of a 3 or lower, but it's really a goofy little title that's really a lot of fun, so that's what games are about for a lot of people. So I dug that. Final thing I have, they finally released Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, one of my favorite RPG games of all time, mobile or handheld games as well because it came out for the Game Boy Advance. They released it on the Wii U eShop, originally GBA game. I had not gotten a chance to pick it up and play it again. I'm looking forward to it. I did purchase it, and I also wrote about it for this past week's The Canon, so if you want to go check that out, you can on GameAndRead.com. And I look forward to making Aaron play it sometime in the future.
I gotta find a book.
Yep, gotta find a book first. Anyway, that's all I have. So you can check out our other things, our other posts, our other content, all at GameAndRead.com.
And you can follow both of us on Twitter. I am at emerge.
And I'm at Nerd in the World.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.